Good night, everyone. You guys can hear me right? I don't know if you guys can hear me clearly. Hello, Tachyon. What's up? Good night, everyone. Yeah. What's up? Alright. Can I go from YouTube as well? Alright, so we go into the notes. You guys can hear me good, right? Alright, great. Yeah, first we will. So we got this right here. Let me know if you guys hear me good as well. You can put it in the chat. If you guys hear me, post on YouTube and on Twitter as well. Right, great. Yeah, good to see you, Alex. We'll start with the security concept. Right, so we got security control. So security is are there, many different categories and types to consider. Right, so we got asset also great. So we got data, physical property, computer system, prevent security events, minimize the impact and limit the damage. Then we got like the security control. We got the category, right? So you got technical. So technical control is control implemented using system only. So you think like the operating system control, firewall, antivirus. Yeah, these are technical control. And then we have the managerial control. So managerial control is also known as the administrative control associated with security design and implementation. And they are, so example of managerial control would be security policy, standard operating procedure. Right, so we got the operational control. So operational control is implemented by people instead of the system itself, right? So a type of operational control would be like the security guard, awareness program. That'll be like operational control. Then we got the physical control. So physical control basically limits physical access. So we have like the guard shack, fence, lock, badge reader. So that is basically considered the physical control, right? And then we got the different type of control type, right? So we have the preventative. The preventative control basically block access to resource. So like you shall not pass. Basically prevent the person from actually accessing some resources itself. So that is preventive control. So you see prevent access. So you have like firewall rule, follow security policy, guard shack check all, identification, enable door lock. You guys hear me good, right? Right, nice. Alright, so where are we? Alright, so we was on preventive control type, right? So basically prevent access. So that is like using firewall rule, following security post policy, guard check all identification, enable door lock. And then we got like deterrent control type. So deterrent control type basically deter someone from actually gaining access to stuff, or it's also actually discourage an attack. It basically discourages the attacker from actually trying to attack itself. So a type of deter to basically discourage an intrusion attempt, to not directly prevent access. Make an attacker think twice, and then so a type of deter would be an application splash screen, threat of demotion, front system disk, posted warning sign. So the application splash screen would be more like a technical, right? A technical control type. Threat of demotion would be more like a managerial control type itself. Front system disk would be more like a operational, and posted warning sign more like a physical control itself. Alright, so we got detect to control. So this basically detect. So that is basically implementing like a IDS, intrusion detection system. Basically detect to identify and log an intrusion attempt. May not prevent access, but find the issue. So you basically collect and review system log, review log and report, regularly patrol the property, enable motion detector. Right? So system log, that will basically be a technical control, right? So reviewing log and report, like a manager, regularly patrol the property will be operational, and enable motion detector will be a physical. Oh, you guys seen the slide, the PDF moving? Right, nice. Okay, then we got detector control type. Right, so basically find the issue, collect and review system log, review log and report, regularly patrol the property, enable motion detector. Then we also got like the corrective control type. So corrective, apply a control after an event has been detected, reverse the impact of an event, continue operating with minimal downtime. Right, then we got like the correct the problem, restore from backup and mitigate a ransomware infection, create policy for reporting security issue, contact law enforcement to manage criminal activity, use a fire extinguisher. Right, so and now we got conversation control type. So a conversation control type is basically control using other means. So basically using like an alternative. So existing control are not significant, may be temporary. So basically prevent the exploitation of a weakness. So firewall block a specific application instead of patching their app, or implementing a separation of duty, or require simultaneous guard duty generator use after power outage. Right, so the firewall block is a specific application instead of passing the application step. That would be a technical control, implementing a separation of duty, will be a managerial control. Requires simultaneous guard duty. So we will be considered an operational control because it's like guard itself. To be currently monitoring the facility itself. So it's like a operational control. And using a generator or a power generator itself or UPS, we consider a physical control category. So you got like directive control type. So a directive control basically give direction. So direct is subject towards security compliance and relatively weak security control. So it's like, do this, please. Store all sensitive file in a protected folder. Create compliant policy and procedure. Train user on proper security policy. Post a sign for authorized personnel only. So store all sensitive file in a protected folder. We consider a technical control. Create compliant policy and procedure will be a manager control. And train user on proper security policy will be more like an operational control. And post a sign for authorized personnel only will be our physical control. Can you guys see this discussion right here? This part here. Right, so question solved. So chapter 1, general security concept. So the first question, a client dispute having signed a data contract. The service provider needs to prove that the signature was indeed from the client and have not been tampered with. Which sort of following security concept is the service provider relying on? So you have A, authentication, B, confidentiality, C, non-repudiation, and D, access control. Actually, the one depending on or relying on. Right, so C. Nice. So C will be the one because to say the having a signed this as a contract, the service provider needs to prove that the signature was indeed from the client and has not been tampered with. So non-repudiation basically would actually prove this right here because they cannot deny that they actually signed the information, that they signed the documents. So that would be non-repudiation. You cannot deny. Right, so the correct answer is non-repudiation. Right, so non-repudiation ensures that a party in dispute cannot deny the authenticity of the action. In this scenario, it would provide evidence that the client did sign the contract and that it had not been tampered with post signature. Right, so this is the incorrect answer right here. No, guys, good. So, question 2. Carlos, an IT consultant, advised a startup company on cybersecurity best practice. The company planned to launch several microsites under various subdomains. They want a solution that is cost effective but also ensure that the sites are validated by a third party. What type of certificates should Carlos recommend? So we have a separate self-signed certificate for each microsite, and B, an individual third-party certificate for each subdomain, C, a third-party wildcard certificate, D, an EV certificate issued by an internal CA. Which one would be the answer? C. Yes, C. C will be the answer because the action for the C best practice, we want to launch the server site and they want a solution that is cost effective but also that the site are validated by a third party. So it be a third party wildcard certificate. Right, so the answer is C, a third party valid wildcard certificate. Right, so a third party wildcard certificate allow an organization to ensure to secure multiple subdomains with a single certificate. It is cost effective as the company does not need to purchase and manage separate certificates for each subdomain. And because it is issued by a third party certificate authority, it provides validation for external users. Right, this is the incorrect answer. Let me know any guys, so I can move on. Alright, guys, good? Nice. Right, so a company wants to ensure that security incidents are detected and addressed as quickly as possible by on-duty personnel. A sort of foreign operational security control would be best to implement for these purposes. So we have deploy a network incident prevention system, NIP, B, establishing a 24/7 security operations center, SOC, C, creating a company-wide security policy, and D, implementing an end-to-end encryption. Which would be the answer? Oh, can you see the question? Oh, this is the question right here. Oh no, I'm not going to the exam objective. Can you see the answer right now? Can you see the question right now? You can see the question now? Oh, nice. Okay, I'm not going to the exam objective. You say A. I would say B. Reason being because to see they want to ensure that secret incidents are detected and addressed as quickly as possible by on-duty personnel. So people on that is on duty don't need to actually adjust the information itself. So establishing a 24/7 security operations center, that would be the best fit for this question right here, because basically you monitoring from the internet 24/7. So you have like monitoring, right? And then it will be done by a personnel on duty personnel. You understand? Yeah. So they want to be monitored um by an on duty personnel and stuff. And they want quick things. Right, so it's B. Examine the 24/7 Security Operations Center. The Security Operations Center is an operational control that provides real-time monitoring, detection, and response to security events. With its 24/7 SOC, the company ensures that there is always personnel available to handle security incidents as they occur. Alright, so this is the incorrect answer. You take a look at it and let me know when you're done. Oh, nice. Right, so during a routine check, the IT department discovered that several employees had left a computer on and unattended during the lunch break. With operational security control can help mitigate the risks associated with this behavior. We have A. Implementing biometric authentication. B. Enforcing a strict password policy. C. Deploying an automatic screen lock after inactivity. And D. Implementing a secure coding practice. Which one you choose from this one right here? Nice. I see C as well. Here, that would help. That would help. So yeah, so that will actually lock the computer itself to make nobody get onto the computer. Nice. So you see, deploying an automatic screen lock after inactivity. Deploying an automatic screen lock after a certain period. After a certain period of inactivity is an operational control. It ensures that unattended devices are protected from unauthorized access, thereby mitigating risks associated with employee leaving the computer on and unattended. Nice. So this is the incorrect answer right here. So let me know when you're done going through it. So I can move on. Oh, nice. An ad gallery wants to deploy a secret solution to detect movement in an open courtyard that features several sculptures. This space has very temperature conditions, which might cause false alert in some motion detection technology. Which type of sensor would be most appropriate to ensure consistent motion detection in such conditions? So you have thermal imaging sensor, pressure sensitive mat, ultrasound detector, microwave motion detector. I would say D as well. Alright, D is basically use sound wave to detect movements. There are also some detectors of this right here, D with pressure. Okay, so this right here, this is it. So is D a microwave motion detector? So microwave motion detector are suitable for open area and are less affected by temperature changes. They emit microwave beam to create an invisible detection zone and can consistently detect motion when an object interrupts this zone, irrespective, irrespective of the ambient temperature. This is the incorrect answer. Let me know when you're done. Look at it. Nice. A company primary security control for assessing secure server room is a biometric finger scanner. However, the scanner occasionally malfunctions in high humidity. The security team is considering an alternative solution to grant access when the primary method fails. Which of the following would be the most appropriate computation control? We have A. Implementing a security token based authentication. B. Implementing security guard at the main entrance. C. Installing security camera inside the server room. And D. Conducting regular server room audit. So I would say A. What we say? You seeing good now? Nice, E. Nice, awesome. You have C as well. Nice. So the answer is A. Implementing a security token-based authentication system. So a security token-based authentication system. A security token-based authentication system would act as an alternative method for verifying the identity of individual when the primary control biometric fingerprint scanner fail. This serves as a direct competitive control for access. And this is the incorrect answer. Let me know when you don't read it. One. Nice. A financial institution wants to ensure that customers are aware of the bank policy on information sharing and how the personal data is used. Which of the following security control would best communicate this to the customer? This to the customer. We have A. Implementing end-to-end encryption for online transaction. B. Publishing a privacy policy on the bank website. C. Conducting annual cybersecurity training for employee. And D. Using multi-factor authentication for online banking. I will say B. Nice. Correct answer is B. A privacy policy serves as the directive control as it informs customers about the bank practice regarding the collection, use, and sharing of their personal data. By reading the policy, customers understand their rights and the bank responsibility. Is it the incorrect answer? Let me know it down reading it. Nice. A large financial organization wants to ensure that all employees understand the importance of cybersecurity and the role they play in safeguarding company assets. The sort of foreign manager security control will be most effective in achieving this. We have internal firewall at the network perimeter, regular security awareness training for employee, deploying an intrusion detection system, encrypting all company data. So I will say B. The correct answer is B. Regular security awareness training for employee. Security awareness training is a manager control aiming to educate employee about security risks and the necessary precaution they, they need to take by regularly training employee. So it ensure that all staff are aware of potential threats and their role in cybersecurity. I think is the incorrect answer. A company has faced multiple instances of unauthorized individuals gaining access to the office premises. Which of the following preventive security control will be most effective in preventing unauthorized physical access? We have A. Implementing a log monitoring solution for network traffic. B. Installing video surveillance camera at all entry and exit points. C. Conducting regular security awareness training for employee. And D. Implementing a multi-factor authentication system for network access. I would say B. Are you using D? Right, so physical access, and I wanted is a preventive control would be most likely effective in preventing unauthorized physical access and also accessing the office premise. So basically, people coming on the office, like coming there. So I would say B. So it's B. So you have to install a camera. So you basically prevent them from actually going there. So installing video camera at all entry and exit point. Installing video different camera at all entry and exit point act as a preventive control by deterring unauthorized individual from attempting to gain access, given the increases of detection and recording. This is the incorrect answer right here. Yeah, so the camera basically it acts as a deterrent, because it deter the person itself, but it also could be like a preventative as well. You can also learn it in a preventative because you basically prevent people from actually going there. So you consider like a preventive one because actually prevent them from going there, as well as actually deter them from actually going there. You also prevent them. And the one that prevent people from actually coming on the premises itself, not actually like trying to like access like the server room or trying to get into something as well, like authentically into something. So the why much further indication won't be that because implementing much further indication is a preventative control for unauthorized digital access but does not address the prevention of unauthorized physical access. So them trying to actually log into the system, or that would be considered a multi-factor. You consider a physical control, a preventive control, but more for digital instead of actually physical access itself. Right, so we got 10. TechVault, a company specialized in secure storage solution, recently had an unauthorized intrusion where. Give me a moment. Okay, I have an unauthorized intrusion where a burglar managed to bypass the motion sensor. In a bid to prevent future breach, they are constantly deploying a system that can detect weight change in a restricted flow area to alert any unauthorized access. So the following would be best for this requirement. So you have A, ultrasonic motion detector, B, pressure sensitive flow mat, C, CCTV camera with facial recognition, D, glass break sensor. I would say B. Nice. Pressure sensor mat, and see weight, detect weight changes. So yeah, pressure. Alright, so it's B. Pressure sensitive flow mat. Pressure sensitive flow mat are designed to detect weight change or pressure when stepped on. This makes them an effective solution for monitoring restricted area and alerting unauthorized access based on weight detection. This is the incorrect answer. Nice. Alright, so we on 12. Custom 12. Oh no. We on 11. A system administrator is setting up an authentication system for a new web application. Which of the following security control fall under the technical category? Right. So we got for the technical category, and ensure that user provide the identity before gaining access. So we have A, implementing a security awareness training program. B, conducting a background check for a new employee. C, using multi-factor authentication. And D, establishing a clean desk policy. Right, I will say C as well. I see. Multi-factor authentication is a technical control that requires users to present two or more pieces of evidence factor before gaining access. It provides an additional layer of security to ensure that users are who they say they are. This is the incorrect answer. Let me know when you finish. Nice. Alright, so an e-commerce company has experienced a distributed denial of service attack, which caused its website to become inaccessible for several hours. To mitigate the impact of such attack in the future, which of the following would be the best corrective control to implement? We have A, displaying a seal for third-party security certificate on the website. B, exhibiting a web application file with DDoS protection. C, conducting a routine vulnerability assessment on the website. And D, implementing a strong password policy for website administration. Alright, which one you choose? Which one you go for? I will go with so B, Alright, so let's check. Nice, so the answer is B. Correct answer is B. Alright, so correct answer B. Establishing a web application firewall with DDoS protection. You can hear me? Alright, so a web application firewall with DDoS protection can identify and filter malicious traffic associated with DDoS attack. As a corrective control, it can help in mitigating the impact and restoring normal service after an attack. Nice, so this is the incorrect answer. Let me know when you're finished. Alright, so we on. Alright, nice. We on 13. Green tech industry has a manufacturing facility located in a relative secluded area. Recent incidents of theft and trespassing have alerted the management. Which of the following would most effectively deter unauthorized nighttime access to the perimeter of the facility? So we got installing infrared sensor, using bright perimeter lights, deploying additional security guard inside the facility, and D. Increasing the height of the facility wall. So we're looking for a deter. Don't know use the deter. So I would say B. Which one would you go with? Yeah, I will go with B. Nice. Yeah, so the light will basically deter them from actually going there. And they say they want to deter unauthorized nighttime access to the perimeter itself. So if there's darkness, the attacker would like to actually go there. But if there's light, you basically deter them from going there. Alright, so it's B. Using bright perimeter. So using bright perimeter lighting. Bright perimeter lighting act as a strong deterrent for unauthorized individuals, as it reduces hiding spots, makes civilian camera more effective, and can make it easier for security personnel to spot potential threats. In secluded area, proper lighting is particularly essential to illuminate dark spots and deter potential intruder. This is the incorrect answer. Let me know when you don't start. Done. Alright, no need done. Nice. While conducting a routine security review, Jake, a security specialist, discovered an unexpected piece of data placed in the Horizon financial system. Upon asking, he learned that this piece of data internationally placed and monitored to see if any another user or system interact with it. What is the decisive piece of data known as? We have honey string, honey token, canary token security marker. I will say B. So it's B, a honey token. So a honey token are basically place deceptive piece of data that have no actual value or real world use but are closely monitored. The sole purpose is to detect unauthorized interaction, as any access or use of a honey token is likely malicious or unauthorized. This is the incorrect answer. Let me know you're done with the incorrect answer. An organizer defines new IoT device in its smart office to ensure that only authorized device can connect to the corporate network. Each device will be given a unique key pair. Which other form best describe the system authentication approach the organization is using? As we see A, shared secret authentication, B, public key infrastructure, C, token-based authentication, and D, username and password authentication. So I would say B. Alright, so I'm going with oh B. Yeah, so to say to use a unique key pair, right? So to using a public key and a private key. So that would be a PKI infrastructure. Alright, so public key infrastructure. Public key infrastructure is a combination of hardware, software, policy, and standard that work together to provide a framework for secure communication. One of the primary features of PK is the use of a pair of key, public and private key, to authenticate entity. In this scenario, each IoT device is given a unique key pair, indicating the use of a PKI for system authentication. Alright, so this is the incorrect answer. Let me know when you're done. Nice. In the new branch of Bank Secure, the management has decided to install a security system at the main entrance that forces visitors to go through two separate um authorization checks before entering the main premises. Which physical security measure should they consider? We have A, turnstile, B, security card, C, access controversible, and D, key card reader. Nice. C, access controversible. Visible, nice. Awesome. Alright, so access control visible, often referred to as a man-trap, is a two-stage authentication system. It consists of two doors. A person enters the first door, undergo an authorization clock check, like a badge reader or biometric scanner, and only after being approved can they proceed to the second door, where they undergo another authorization check before accessing the main premises. Nice. But this is the incorrect answer. You can go ahead and check it and let me know when you're done. Thanks for the follow, goes to how are you doing? Hope you're having a good night. Nice, awesome. Right. So the IT department wants to monitor network traffic in real time to detect any anomaly or malicious activity. Which of the following security control can accomplish this, right? We have A, security policy documentation, B, intruder detection system, C, employee code of conduct, and D, access control list. So the IT department wants to monitor network traffic in real time to detect any anomaly or malicious activity. So in this case, I will say B, IDS. That will do the job. That will do the job as well. So the correct answer would be B, an IDS. So an intrusion detection system, an IDS. An intrusion detection system is a technical control that monitors network traffic in real time and alert administrator to any suspicious or malicious activity based on predefined rule or heuristic. Right, so this is the incorrect answer. Let me know when it's done so I can move on. Awesome. Alright. Generate a web administrator for a growing online retail business is in the process of obtaining SLS certificate for the company domain. The company uses several subdomains for this different service, such as sub.example.com, um, blog.example.com, and support.example.com. Instead of obtaining individual certificates for each subdomain, Jira wants you to one certificate. What type of certificate should Jira purchase? So you have A. Extended validation certificates. We got B. Wildcard certificates. C. Certificate with subject alternative name. And D. Code sign certificate. So I would say that would be B. That would be a wildcard certificate. Yeah, wildcard. Let me know what you guys think. ISP. Wildcard. Right, so it will be a wildcard certificate. So a wildcard certificate is designed to secure a domain and its subdomain under the same top level domain. For example, a wildcard certificate for asterisk.example would secure sub.example.com, blog.example.com, and any other subdomain of example.com. Right, so this is the incorrect answer. Let me know when you're done so I can move on. No problem, wait a moment. on. At a newly established museum, management wants to install a sensor in the exhibit room to detect any unauthorized movement after hours. The rooms are often filled with a max of air conditioning and external sound from the city, which sensor would be best suited to detect movement in such conditions without being affected by the noise. We have acoustic sensor, glass phase detector, ultrasonic detector, thermal imaging camera. Right, so in this case it would be C, right? Right, so it would be C. So the C best suited to detect movement in this such condition without being affected by noise, external noise from the city, right? So it makes up air conditioning and external noise from the city, right? So that would be basically um the way to actually be suitable to detect movement in the condition like we have noise itself. That'll be our ultrasonic um 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 sensor, because it basically uses sound wave to actually detect movements. So in that case it will be C, ultrasonic sensor. You understand? So it'll be an ultrasonic detector. Oh no, so so the ultrasonic detector would use song. It would use song wave to detect movements. So that what the ultrasonic sensor would do. So it wouldn't affect the ultrasonic detect sensor. Right? So you see, ultrasonic sensor emit high so emit high frequency sound wave to detect motion. So basically use emit the sound wave or use sound wave to actually detect motion or movement. These sound waves were beyond the range of human hearing and wouldn't be affected by ambient sound, making them ideal for environment with various sound conditions. When motion is detected and it as indicated by change in the reflected wave, an alert is triggered. So in this case, that why it would be ultrasonic sensor. We'll go down to the incorrect answer so you can see why it was not D. Right. You correct? Right. Right. So, a company is setting up a secure communication channel between its headquarters and a remote branch office. To ensure that data transmit over this channel originates from a legitimate system at the branch office, the company is considering using data certificate. While which authentication method for system implement is is a company conventional. So you have A. Cobalt authentication, B. Password-based authentication, C. Certificate-based authentication, and D. Biometric-based authentication. So I would say that would be C, a certificate-based authentication. Let me know what. Nice. Yes, C, because they are using data certificate, and then again, don't just origin from a legitimate system at the branch itself. So you can use certificate to actually verify that. Right, so it's C. Um, Certificate-based authentication use digital signature to verify the identity of system or individual. In the given scenario, the company wants to verify that data transmitted over the communication channel originates from a legitimate system, making digital certificate an appropriate choice. Right, so this is the incorrect answer. Yes. A financial institution has experienced an uptick in unauthorized transactions. They want to implement a control that will allow them to identify such transactions in real time. Which of the following will be the best detective control for this scenario? So you have A. Implementing a multi-factor authentication for all users. We have establishing a security operations center to monitor um, network traffic. We have C. Installing an intrusion detection system on the network, and D. Restricting transaction coverage to only a few trusted IP addresses. So on real time. Which one you prefer? Which one will you choose? It's all good. It's all good. So they say they wanted to be monitor, like uptaking on the authorized transaction. They want to implement a control that will allow them to identify such a transaction in real time. Which other form would be the best detective control for this scenario? So I would say it would be C, installing an IDS on the network that basically monitor, right, the IDS and you do it in real time. B is a basically opportunity to monitor network traffic. So I think this one. So either be B or C. So what control is this by here? Is it also detected control? Yeah. B is also a detected control as well. But I think actually in real time. Yes. So C and B. So but in this case I think it would be like the IDS because C wants it in real time. It could be B. But I'll say C. Right? So we see. Alright, so I think so as a detector control by monitoring network traffic for specific IP and potential threat. It can be configured to detect pattern related to unauthorized transaction, thereby allowing timely intervention. So we have B. A cybersecurity security operation is a broad approach to handling security events, and while it can include detector control, many set up a SOC does not provide specific real-time detection of unauthorized transactions. No, really good. Nice. TechHaus has recently experienced multiple security breaches where unauthorized personnel have managed to infiltrate the server room after hours. To enhance security measures, the company decided to deploy a new system which the following option would best detect human intruder based on the body heat even in complete darkness. We have installing CV camera with LED lights, using ultrasound motion sensor, deploying infrared sensor, implementing RFID badge reader at the entrance. So I would say C. Huh? I would say the monitor detect human intruder based on the body heat even in complete darkness. Yes, so we see. C is the correct one. Infrared sensor detect infrared radiation such as the heat emitted by human body. They make them particularly effective in detecting human intruder even in complete darkness based on the body heat they emit. This is the incorrect answer. Let me know when you're done. Nice. After detecting an unauthorized intrusion into the network, if another intruder wants to implement a control that will restore compromised system to a known good state, which of the following would be the most appropriate corrective control? We have A. Implementing intrusion detection system across the network. B. Frequently updating firewall rule. C. Restoring system from various verified backup. And D. Enabling multi-factor authentication for users. So I would say C. C. Nice. So the answer is C. Alright, so the answer is C. But this right here, so what with this question right here, he basically put the wrong thing here, like he duplicate the thing itself. But the correct answer is C. Yeah, for most of them. Yeah, the correct answer is C. After recent security breach, SY0-701 analysis is implementing a additional measure to detect unauthorized activity. To decide to embed specific query in database that some no read purpose but or monitor for any unauthorized access or uses. These values are designed to raise alert if they are ever just or used. Message query commonly for jazz. We have honeypot, honey token, audit field, security flag. So I will say C, honey token. You're going with C as well? You're going with C as well? Oh. So you see this thing basically mix up. So it's the one on top. You see, you're supposed to be C. So right here. So we got it correct. So they kind of mix up the question itself. So you see C. So this answer is C. So the correct answer is C. You see highlighted. You see is the in black. So look at this right here because you have duplicate. So it's C. And this was the explanation for the next one. How we did for this right here. 23. This is it. This was it. You good? Nice. Mo received an email prompting him to verify his identity by clicking on a link. The link directs him to a web page where he has to provide his username and password and answer a personal security question. What type of authentication method is being employed here? Biometric authentication, token-based authentication, two-factor authentication, single sign-on. So I would say that would be C, proof authentication. That would be C. So the answer is C. This is the correct answer. And this is the incorrect answer. It's all good. Right. In an effort to minimize data breach from malware, a company decided on a control to prevent malicious software from being executed on company device, which would form be the best preventive control. So, deploying a network intrusion detection system regularly backing up critical data, installing antivirus software with real-time scanning, performing a forensic analysis after a security incident. So they want a preventative control. So obviously C. So the same thing happening again. It overlapping. Alright, so look at here. So the correct answer is C. Alright, so the correct answer is C. Alright, there it overlap again. On this question. After undergoing its major infrastructure upgrade, Global met cooperation several unanticipated security issues. In retrospect, the IT manager realized he skipped an essential step in the change management process, which could have predicted and mitigated this issue. What step did they most likely overlook? Procurement of new hardware, training of IT staff on new system, impact analysis, integrity, integration with legacy system. So I would say it will be C, impact analysis. Nice. So it's C, impact analysis. This is the incorrect answer. It's all good.